running tackle and stunts yesterday. I'm curious what impact or how much easier it makes your job when someone like Jalen Phillips or Bradley Chubb can make such an impact rushing inwards to give you lanes to run through.
I think it helps a lot. I think I kind of had this earlier this year. We talked about this. I think end of camp, start of camp was just building that conformity between the four of us. I mean, me, Christian, Jalen, Phil, Chubb, Raekwon, any of us, Agba, that rotated gink, that rotate around in there, and building that unity with each other and knowing how each other rush and how to play off each other. It helps tremendously.
Zach, I think Christian has a career high in sacks or is en route to a career high in sacks. Chubb has been really hot recently. How does the defensive line feel? I think Chubb has, if I'm not mistaken, like 4 sacks in the last 4 games and 2 caused fumbles or whatever it is. Does it feel like the defensive line is getting hot right now?
I think it just feels like we are doing what we're supposed to do, and that's what it is. We got to take advantage of the plays we can. We got to the calls that are called from Coach Fangio. We got to play them to our best of our abilities, and we got to make those plays when they arise. And I think that's what we're trying to do. And Chubb's doing a great job right now of making every opportunity count that he's able to do. He's a great pass rusher, and he's getting there.
Early in the season, obviously, you guys are still figuring out a bit. What's been the difference aside from getting back a bunch of really good players?
I think a lot of it is, like you said, just figuring it out and kind of seeing how we're playing in Fangio's scheme and compared to the older scheme that was here previously. And then how our blocks are different for us or how we got to play something to adjust to something else. And sometimes that just takes time.
Imagine that was frustrating because you guys knew what your ability was and just a matter of kind of playing till you got to where you needed to be.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get here without being frustrated at some point and having to work through something. So that's something that we've all been built and coached and used as our strength for so long, is finding a way to make something work when you know you have all the abilities. So,
Zach, you and Christian last year, you might know this, 2 of the 4 highest snap totals among all defensive linemen, and now you guys are back to playing nearly all the snaps. Both you only got a couple off yesterday. Besides being in great physical condition, what is required as a defensive lineman to play that many snaps? Is it mental toughness? What other qualities might you point to besides being good
I'll
condition?
say you hit the nail on the head with the first one, is physical conditioning. Absolutely. And it's just also just the mentals of it and just knowing, and just him and I both pride each other on, hey, look, if we need to do it, we can do it. If we rotate, we rotate. If we don't, we don't. It's just whatever the team calls for, him and I are ready to do.
Have you felt tired at all late in the game? I mean, it's natural to an extent, but has that been an issue for you these last couple of years playing as many snaps as you have?
Early on, I think when I was trying to just get into starting playing here, I didn't play, obviously, when I was younger in the NFL, and adapting to just everything. But now I think it's, and Christian's done a great job helping teach me, because he did play early on in his career, a lot of snaps. And just kind of how weekly what we need to do to get your body right, to recover, and to get ready for that next Sunday's game, to be able to take those amount of snaps if needed.
Zach, when you look at this defense, I'm wondering if you consider this a big play defense. I mean, your big plays, the sacks, and just mentioned Chubb and Jalen Ramsey and X and Javon. You guys, sacks, fumbles, interceptions. Do you look at you guys as a big play defense?
I guess I never thought of that. I guess really what I look at is how we play as a defense, and if we go through a set of goals each week, what we want to accomplish, and if we hit those goals or not.
And those goals, I mean, are they
Changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changes every week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have visions of 6 on that fumble recovery? I saw you try to get back up.
No, I just wanted to make sure I had a full security of that ball, and then just do what we can. I mean, it's just, yeah.
You mentioned learning from Christian. Have you become a creature of habit to his extent, or
I wouldn't put me to his extent. I've always been a creature of habit. I've always been one that routine helps someone succeed. But no, not to Christian's extent. And that's one of his greatest assets.